Hi everyone, welcome to an online class for algorithmic thinking with Python. What we are trying to do is we will look into some of the problems and try to write the flowchart, algorithm and pseudocode for these problems. So let us go into one such problem. The first problem that we are going to do is this problem. So what is the question? We'll read the question. Write the algorithm, pseudocode and flowchart for finding the sum of n numbers where the input is given by the user. So what is this problem? It is to find the sum of n numbers, like sum of 6 numbers or sum of 10 numbers, and this 10 numbers should be given by the user. So two inputs should be there. One is how many numbers are there, and second is which are the numbers. Okay, so let us now we know that this is a process where I have to add the numbers repeatedly. Okay. To add that is the main highlight. So this is can be implemented using a loop, and we know that loop can be implemented using for or while or using repeatedly. But these all comes in the pseudocode. This is what comes when we are discussing about the pseudocode. But before that, let us see how we can write the algorithm and the flowchart. So we have two inputs. One is n, which is the number of number. Let us assume n to be 5, and we should give the numbers. So it will be, when you are giving the numbers, it will be something like a list. I am writing assuming 5 numbers: 33, 44 and 55. And how you should happen? See, we should add the numbers one by one. So first you should add 0 plus 11, then that result plus 22, then that result plus 33, and so on. So if you want to do like that, we need to have a variable sum which is equal to, we should initialize it to 0. And secondly, we should count the first number, second number, third number, etc. So for that, I am initializing a variable called count, and I will initialize it to 1. And when count equal to 1, I should do the first sum. Sum is equal to 0 plus 11. So I'll get the answer 11. Then I should make the count equal to 2, second number. So then I should write sum is equal to 11 plus 22. Then I will make count equal to 3, and then sum will be equal to, so this sum is equal to 33. So this sum, previous sum is 33 plus the new number is also 33. So it will be 66. Then I will again increment the count equal to 4, and then I will do the sum. Sum is equal to previous sum plus the next number 44. So this will be 110. And then I will make count equal to 5, and sum is equal to the previous sum plus the next number, that is 55. So this is equal to 165. Then I should stop. So my loop should not run. Loop should stop when count equal to 6. That is, I am going to use the condition count greater than, count is greater than n. Now I have to implement this. So we understand that this is a process which is repeated. Let us see the algorithm. So I'll begin with a start. I told you we have to give the input n, how many numbers are there. So input the value of n. Then we require two variables, right? So initialize the value of sum to 0 and initialize the value of count to 1. So these are the initialization steps. Next, I should repeat some statements. And what is the condition? When the count is less than or equal to n. So I should repeat these three statements when the count is less than or equal to n. So first is I should read the first number, and I should add it to the value of sum, and then I should increment the value of count. So initially it will be 0 plus, as we discussed now, 0 plus 11, and count will become 2. It will go back, count is again less than or equal to n. So second number is read, it is added with the previous sum, count is again incremented, count becomes 3, and this is repeated till count is equal to 5. So when 5, after 5 it becomes 6, so count is greater than n. And so we reduce, so we come out of the loop, and then we print the value of sum, and the loop is entered. So this is how the algorithm for this program can be written. Coming to the flowchart. This also I have followed the one that is used in the algorithm. So I begin with a start, oval shape. I should read the value of n, it's an input, so it's a parallelogram. I should initialize the value. So it's a rectangular box. I've given two values, sum equal to 0, count equal to 1. And I'm checking count is less than or equal, n is less than or equal to count. So this is a decision box, and decision box always will have two outputs. One is yes and other is no. You should definitely write these two inputs. If it is less than count, I should read the number, I should add it to the previous sum, and I should increment the count. So three things I do, and I take it back to the decision box and check whether n is again less than or equal to count. So this process is repeated till n is less than or equal to count. So when n is greater than count, the result will be no. And then what I will do, I will print the sum. So it's an output. So I will write it in a parallelogram and then come to the stop. So this is about the flowchart. We are going to implement. So I told you this, here we have a repeated process which is repeated, a set of statement which is repeated, and so that we can use either for loop or repeat until or while statement. So let's see the for loop case. For loop, for loop itself will do the count. So the advantage is we need not have a variable count. For loop തന്നെ count ചെയ്യും, കാരണം അത് ഇൻക്രിമെന്റ് ചെയ്യും. അതുകൊണ്ട് നമുക്ക് കൗണ്ട് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് ഒരു വേരിയബിൾ വേണ്ടി വരത്തില്ല. അപ്പം ഫ്ലോ ചാർട്ടിൻ്റെ അകത്തും അൽഗോരിതത്തിൻ്റെ അകത്തും കൗണ്ട് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ബട്ട് സ്യൂഡോ കോഡ്, ഇഫ് യു ആർ യൂസിങ് ഫോർ ലൂപ്പ്, വി നീഡ് നോട്ട് ഹാവ് കൗണ്ട് because count will be automatically taken care of. Let's see the steps. We have the start, read n. So the how many numbers are there? 5 numbers. Sum is equal to 0. This we have to initialize. So every case, sum equal initialize either. We have to initialize a variable. So here I am using sum equal to 0, and I am using the for loop for I equal to 1 to n. That means it will start from 1, 2, etc. up to n. So each time we will get the number. So first time the number will be equal to 11. Then you will find the sum. So sum will be equal to, initial value of sum is 0 plus 11. So it will be 11. Now it will repeat from 1 to n. So this is for I equal to 1. Now for I equal to 2, again it will take num equal to, it will ask for the number, we will give the number 22. So sum is equal to, previous sum is 11 plus 22, it will be 33. Then I will be equal to 3. Num will ask for the next number. You will give the number 33. So sum will be equal to 33, that is the previous sum, plus the new number 33, which is equal to 66. Then you will again increment 4, the for loop I equal to 4. You will ask for the number. You will give the number 44, and you will find the sum, which is equal to previous sum plus 44, which is equal to 110. Then it will again increment I is equal to 5. Then num is equal to 55, and you will find the sum. So previous sum is 110 plus the new number is 55, so it will be 165. Now I is equal to 5, which is equal to n. So the loop will be completely executed. It will come out of the loop. It will print the sum. Sum value will be printed, and then the program will stop. So when you are writing the pseudocode, now you can do you write the pseudocode, and side you can write this explanation, that is how you are calculating, and this will help you to check whether your pseudocode is correct. So always do the checking part so that you can ensure that your pseudocode is working correctly. Okay, now let's go to the next implementation. This is using the while loop. So in while loop you don't have count on the. So we have to use two variables, sum and count. So let's see the pseudocode. Start read n, sum equal to 0, and we'll put count equal to 1, because we have to start from 1 up to, you have to go till n. Now while count is less than or equal to n. So now count is, this is the condition. Count is less than or equal to n. So this is our condition. While loop always have a condition. So this is the condition we are going to check. So now 1 is less than 5. So n you will give some value like 5. So 1 is less than 5. So what will you do? You will get the number. Number is equal to 11. You will find sum. Sum is equal to, previous sum is 0 plus 11. So it is 11. And you will increment count. So it's equal to 1 plus 1. Previously it is 1. Now one more you will add, will become 2. Now it will again check whether count is less than or equal to n. It is, now it is 2 is less than or equal to 5. So it is satisfied. So the true statements will be executed. You will ask for the next number. Number will be 22. Sum will be equal to, previous sum is 11 plus 22. It will be 33. And count will be also incremented. Count will become, now it is 2, will become incremented 1 by 3. Now again it will check, that is the condition, whether it is less than or equal to n. 3 is less than or equal to 5. So you will ask for the next number. Number is 33. Sum is equal to 33 plus the previous sum 33, which is equal to 66. And you will increment count. Count is already 3 plus 1, which will become 4. Now count is less than or equal to n. This is the condition we are going to check. Yes, 4 is less than or equal to 5. So you will ask again, do the true statements. Num is equal to 44. Sum is equal to 44 plus the next number is the previous value is 66 plus 44, so it will give you 110, and you will increment count equal to, now it is 4 plus 1, it will become 5. It will again check count less than or equal to n. This condition will be checked. Now 5 is equal to 5, so that is satisfied. So it will take the next number equal to 55, and you will find sum. It is 110 plus 55, which is 165, and count will become now equal to 5 plus 1 equal to 6. Now the while loop again checks count less than or equal to n. So now 6 is not less than or equal to n. So it is not satisfied. So the loop is not executed. So the while statement is end. So it will come out of that loop and it will print the value of sum. And it will go to stop. So this is how it is going to be executed. Now let us see the third method, repeat until. So here remember, repeat until we have a condition at the end of the loop. So until the condition becomes true, the loop will be executed. So whatever is written here now, X will be executed until this condition becomes true. So let us see how we can write it. Again start, read the value of n, sum is equal to 0, count equal to 1. Repeat until. Repeat, you have to get the number, so you have to find the sum, and count equal to count plus 1 until count is greater than n. So when this is false, when it is true, it will come out of the loop. If it is false, these statements will be executed. So count is 1. We are going to check count is greater than n. This is the condition you are going to check. So first you will get the now count is equal to 1. Initially we have made count is equal to 1, the sum equal to 0. So first you will get the number. First number you get. You find the sum, and your count becomes now incremented. Earlier it was 1 plus 1. You will check whether count is greater than n. Yes, count is now 2. Count is 2 is not greater than n. So the condition is false, and so loop will be executed. So you will again take the next number. Num is equal to 22. Sum is equal to 22 plus 11, which is equal to 33. And count will be incremented. So now it is 2 becomes 1, which is equal to 3. Again it will check count as whether it is greater than n. Now 3 is not greater than 5. Okay, so again it will take the next number, num equal to 33. Sum is equal to previous sum plus the new number, which is equal to 66, and we'll take increment the value of count 3 plus 1, which is equal to 4. Now again it will check whether count is greater than n. Now 4 is not greater than 5. So it will get the number, next number, num is equal to 44, sum is equal to previous sum plus 44, which is equal to 110, and count will be incremented by, so it is 4 plus 1, which is equal to 5. Again it will check, count is greater than n, 5 is not greater than 5, it is equal to 5. So it will again be executed, num will be 55, sum will be the previous sum plus 55, so it is equal to 165, and count becomes incremented by 1, so 5 plus 1, 6. Now it will check, count greater than n, yes, 6 is greater than 5, so it will come out of the loop. So it will, as the next step, it will print the sum value and it will stop. So this is how the repeat until statement is going to work. So I hope you got an idea about how to write the algorithm flowchart and the for this problem. So please go through it, review it, and kindly put your comments as well as your doubts in the chat box, including your name and roll number. Thank you.